Happy Sunday. It's Lori Bradley, and I'm here in St. Louis, Missouri for day 19 and 20. I apologize that I was not able to go live yesterday with the project yesterday, but I was at my Creative Escape Craft Retreat, and we had 43 ladies, and it was a wonderful day, but I'm really tired. You can probably see by my eyes. So I am here today. I've got two projects for you. The first one is one of the projects that was in our Christmas card class yesterday at our event. So if you were in that event yesterday, just hang tight because the second card you will not have seen before. Excuse me. So the first one we're going to use the Season of Elegance suite, most of it. We're going to use the Peaceful Trees, or the Peaceful Evergreens, and the Peaceful Season. And then the second one, we're going to revisit the Iconic Celebrations Bundle, which was supposed to be my card the other night when I realized that my ink pads were both at my event already. So thank you for joining me. Happy Sunday. And I hope that you've all had a great weekend. So let's make a couple of cards. Let me flip you around here. All right, so the card today is going to be a little bit of a fun fold. And we are going to, it's not really a fun fold, it's a fun cut. So this card is a long 4 1/4 by 11 card, but we're going to cut it so that we have a fun bridge in the middle. So let's do that. I'm going to scoot my camera up just a smidge. All right, hi Monica, thanks for being here tonight. Thanks for joining me at a different time. But I knew 2 o'clock wasn't going to happen, so. All right, so I have a 4 1/4 by 11. Goodness, I'm shaky. I still have my temporary table because my neighbor still has my good table. I need to get those back. All right, I have a 4 1/4 by 11 card base. I have a white panel for the inside. I have a white panel that we're going to stamp on. And then I have cut 2 pieces of the specialty design paper, specialty DSP that matches, goodness gracious, that matches this. And we're going to use the Pretty Peacock and Gold piece. And the back doesn't have gold. It's not nearly as fancy. So we're going to use the front, and I've already cut that into, it's a 4-inch strip with 1 1/4-inch pieces of Designer Series paper. But it's actually called the Season of Elegance Specialty Designer Series paper. Let me show you really quick because it's really pretty. It has Mossy Meadow and gold. And then the back is just a Mossy Meadow stripe. There's 2 different Mossy Meadow patterns. One looks like paint that's been kind of rubbed on something, and then the other one looks like stripes. And then there's a cherry cobbler with gold. The cherry cobbler paint look on the back. And I've used almost all the basic beige, so I need to show you that. Basic beige that has the gold. It all has gold, and it's very pretty with and then with the paint. And then let me see. I think there's one more. No, there's 2 pieces of basic beige, and that's the one I don't have as much of because we used that for Card Club the other night. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Oh, and I have stamped one of the trees. I went ahead and stamped and die cut my tree, so you didn't have to wait for that. And then I die cut a Pretty Peacock, just a plain one, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. And then I have my other piece to stamp. So let's start with the piece that we're going to cut. I hope this is the right cutter because one of mine is not. It needs a new blade. Okay, so I have my piece and it's scored in the middle at 5 1/2. So I'm going to cut it at 1 1/2. Just start on one end. Doesn't matter which one, just pick an end. So I have that piece. I have got to get my table back. And then the next one is going to be a 2 1/2-inch piece. Let me make sure I'm not telling crazy stories. Yeah, 2 1/2. No, 2 1/3. Yeah, 2 1/2. Whew. I had a moment. I started to get nervous. And I did pick the wrong trimmer. So we have a little bit of fuzzy edges. So I'm going to just kind of rub that a little bit. My trimmer needs a new blade. They're both sitting here, and I chose the wrong one. All right, so now, instead of just a card base, I have 3 different pieces. If you're just joining me, we are using the Peaceful Peaceful Evergreens stamp set and the Peaceful Season words as well. And then that's project number 19, number 19 from yesterday, and then today's we'll be using Iconic Celebrations. All right, so I've got my base, and it looks a little strange. It doesn't look like a full base. And I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna stamp my inside sentiment, and I'm gonna get that piece on there. And I'm just using one of the sentiments from there that says, thinking of you, oh goodness, thinking of you with warm feelings and a wish for all the merriest. The fonts are very pretty in this bundle. Actually, I can show you. The words also have die cuts that match, so the Christmas gets die cut. There are pieces. Goodness, we might as well just look at all of it, right? Okay. I still didn't get it on. There we go. All right, and then there are the dies that match. There's the Christmas dies, and then there's some pieces that the words actually go on. So those are really pretty. I haven't used this Christmas one yet, but I'm looking forward to using that. Okay, and then the tree stamp is just a pretty, it's a very elegant looking tree that has 3 different sizes and then some small trees with some wind looking snow blowing. So, all right, so back to my thing. We're going to use thinking of you with warm feelings. All right, so I'm going to stamp that right in the middle, kind of toward the top. My ink pads got used yesterday, so I hope that they are juicy enough. We had a great event yesterday in Wascuda, so I can see it. Had a great event yesterday. Like I said, we had 43 ladies, and my friend Sarah and I, we had a good time. It was a good day. We did some Christmas things. We did some non-holiday, gave away some prizes. So if you are local to St. Louis, you need to come to one of our creative escapes. It was a lot of fun. If you're not local, we do them to go, and you can get all the things that everybody else gets, including the pillow gifts, the goodie bag, all the make and takes. It's a good day. It's a good day. So with the directions, you get pictures and directions, so you would be able to make all those at home. Okay, so we have our panel in the inside. Now I'm gonna flip it over like this. I've cut 2 pieces of the fancy paper here, and I'm going to put one on this piece. We're going to do that first. I'm not sure if this actually has a name, but I'm going to call it a little bridge. It's like a little bridge right across the middle. That's what I'm going to call the fold. Okay, so I have that part. Now, I've got my other 2 pieces that I cut off. I didn't rough it up enough on the edge. Okay. So I'm going to take the next piece of Designer Series paper, the other piece of Fancy. I'm going to put my liquid glue on there. And get that ready. Just like that. All right. Then we're back to this piece. Now this piece is going to be the bridge. Rub that on my jeans here. Okay. Now for the piece that's the focal point, we're going to take the medium-sized tree that was in our stamp set, and I'm going to ink it up, and I'm going to stamp off. I'm actually going to do it 2nd and 3rd generation. I'm going to stamp it off once, and then put it on, and then I'm going to do it again like that on the other side. And really, we're not going to see that center section, but I'm going to do the same thing here. And then again. So I've got three trees. Okay. Now, I've already stamped this one, so we're going to hold on to that for a minute, and I'm going to go ahead and put Peace and Joy. I almost forgot Peace and Joy. I'm going to put that in the upper right corner of my tree piece, so it's not in the way of our other tree. And if you weren't here at the beginning, I apologize that I'm a little shaky because my card table is shaky. My good table is still at my neighbor's house. So please forgive me tonight. I need to get that taken care of. Adhesive makes my table shake. Imagine that. Okay. So now we've got our Peace and Joy piece. So what we're going to do, we're going to assemble this. Like I said, it's going to be a bridge. I'm going to put one at the top. And I'm going to lay this at the bottom. We don't want any adhesive on it because that would be bad. Our card wouldn't open. But I'm going to put my adhesive right across the top piece, top of the bridge piece, and then at the bottom of the bridge piece. Just like that, top and bottom. And then I've got my bottom piece lined up. I'm going to close it. And then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to center it. I'm going to stand up so I can see. Just like that. All right, so we have our top and our bottom piece. Now, so that covers up our sentiment on the inside. We have the adhesive here, except for this crazy little piece right here that I can't get rid of because I chose the wrong cutter. All right, so we've got that. Now we have our Peaceful Evergreen right here, stamped in pretty peacock. Now, for my sample, I have it kind of off to the left, just as one shadow. So to do that, I'm going to cut it in half. And I'm trying to decide if I want to keep just one shadow or if I want to make it pretty peacock on both sides. So I'm just going to cut it right up the middle. So we have our middle section. And what I did is I flipped it over, put my adhesive on the back of that piece, and then we're going to align it. And the die cut will be the same because I used the exact same die cut. And I just wanted a little bit of a shadow so that it stuck out and was a little more obvious on the front of my card. But I'm trying to decide if I want to use the other piece so that it's like this, and it would make it green on both sides. But I think I might just want the green shadow. If you are watching and you have an opinion on the green shadow on just one side, or if you think I should do both sides, let me lay that here for just 1 second. We'll line that up even, but I don't want to glue it down unless I know I'm going to keep it there. I think I just want to do the one side. Let's do that. Okay, then I'm going to put that piece on dimensionals, and I'm going to pop that up. I want to make sure that I only put the dimensionals on this side so that we don't have dimensionals on the back of the other side and not be able to stick. We don't want to close our card right there. I apologize again for my shaky table. It's just tomorrow. I'll fix it tomorrow. Yesterday I left home at 8 a.m. and I got home at 10 p.m. last night, so it was a little bit of a crazy day. But it was so fun. All right, so now we have our words, and then I want to add a little bit of bling. I would like to add, I'm going to add the Drucy embellishments. There's a gold and a silver, and I'm going to add those just to bring out a little bit of that gold that's on our card. I'm going to do a couple of, let's do one here, one here, and then let's go up top. We'll go up top, maybe up here. And there you have it, my fun little bridge card. That's a fun fold. It was one piece of paper. It just was made with 2 cuts, 1 at 1.5 and 2.5, which gave us these 2 pieces. And then boom, we have a fun fold card. Okay, so there's our Christmas card for tonight. So that's project number 19. I'm going to scoot these over because I don't want to get pretty peacock ink all over everything. And then card number 20 is going to be a gift card holder. And I'm going to use the Iconic Imagery, excuse me, Iconic Imagery Bundle. And I've used the Celebrate Words, but I want you to look at the dies for this one. I love this sentiment die right here. It's big. You could use this for just about anything. You could use it for any words that fit in there. And then there's a couple of small ones. We're just going to use the big one tonight. I'm not using the die cut for the star, but we are going to use the star stamp. So I took paper from the Iconic Celebrations paper, so that is part of the matching suite. I showed that right at the beginning. I think it was probably about day 1 that I used Iconic Celebrations. I feel like that's been like forever ago, and today's October 20th, so it's only been 19 days. Just feels like a lifetime. All right, so for my card base, I have, I guess I should show it to you. All right, so I'm gonna make it. Yesterday I had a discussion with some of the ladies at my event about masculine cards, and I haven't put the 3rd star on this one because I haven't decided where I want to put it yet. But it's going to be a gift card holder. It's going to open like this, and it fits in a regular envelope. So we have a Misty Moonlight base with a Mossy Meadow panel, and then the fold-out piece. Oh, my camera's too low. Fold-out piece that's Misty Moonlight with some of the Designer Series paper. It's 4 by 3, and then this piece was 2 by 4, and I've cut a piece out of that, and I'll show you how to do that as well. So we have our card base, and we're going to go ahead and put that together. You know what? I think I'm going to try something. I'm going to take my Mossy Meadow ink here. I'm going to do this Celebrate, which I have a work here. If you were watching the other night when I had a heart attack because I couldn't find, I had my card ready and then realized that both of my ink pads were at my event already. The Mossy Meadow ink pad and the Misty Moonlight pads were both at the school where our event was. So I had to hold this one for later. I'm actually going to switch this star. I'm going to do a solid star. We'll see. I'm going to try something on the fly. So hopefully this works for me because, all right. I'm going to flip this over. I'm just going to make solid Misty Moonlight stars all around the outside edge of my panel. They're not going to show a whole lot, so I don't want to go all the way across the middle of the card. I'm just going to go all the way around, and I'll show you the difference between what I already have and what I'm doing for this one. You can see it's just a little bit of a step up. It's not a big deal, but it's kind of fun to add a little bit of extra. My husband would probably say I'm a little bit extra, but I'm so tired tonight that it doesn't even matter. We're just starting our week off right. We're getting caught up. We're on day number 20 of our projects. All right, so I have my stars. Now, I'm going to go ahead and attach that piece to my card base, and this base is just a 1/4 sheet, so it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. If you are just joining me, thank you for watching tonight. I normally am at 2 in the afternoon, but since yesterday was a long day, and so I knew that today was not going to get done at 2. We actually had a lunch after church, so it's been a long weekend. It's been a good weekend. But I also, if you weren't watching, you'll see that my screen is a little shaky because my sturdy table is at my neighbor's house. Okay, so forgive me. All right, so this piece, we have 3 panels for this card. And we're gonna put the white panel right in the middle. So I'm gonna do that, and that's gonna be where you're gonna sign your name and say happy birthday or whatever you like to write. I've always said that my $1 million stamp set was gonna be Kiss My Toe. Probably won't be. Actually, I don't know that I'll ever get to 1 million, but that's what it's gonna be, I think. Kiss My Toe. All right. So we have the panel in the middle. Then I have my designer series paper that I cut. I'm going to go ahead and put that on the top, on that section. And this is the Iconic Celebrations paper, and it's got a lot of fall and holiday paper in it. And it's 6 by 6, so it's a good size. All right, so we have our top panel, which is going to be the very front of the card. And now I'm going to go down to the bottom. So I have a 2-inch by 4-inch piece. So I need a spot, because if I put this right here, I'm not going to really be able to get a gift card in there very easily. So I brought over, this was another item that was already gone to my event. I brought my hexagon punch, my heartfelt hexagon punch, and I'm just going to punch that in the middle. I'm going to try to eyeball it, put it in the middle, and cut just a small piece. So just a little wedge out of it, and I'm going to put that there, and that will be, and make it easier to get the gift card out. So the gift card will slide right in here. But when we put our adhesive on, we want to make sure to put it just around the edges. You don't want to put it across the top, because you'll be sad that your gift card won't fit in there. All right, so we're going to go all the way around. You could use regular adhesive, but the liquid glue is a little thinner. The line is thinner, so you got more room for your gift card, but either way works. And then we're just going to put that right at the bottom so that we have the same row, or the same margin all the way around. There we go. All right, so that, I scooted it, is where our gift card will go in. I don't have a gift card here, but if I did, we'll pretend that this is a gift card here, and it will slide in just like that, and your gift card will sit there just like that. Okay, so that's where our gift card is going to go. So we're going to fold this down. It's going to be like a Z. I'm going to fold it up like that. Now I want to put it onto my card front. It's going to go here. So I'm going to use my sturdy adhesive. If you so chose, you could use tear and tape. That would be super strong. With Stamp and Seal is a good choice. And then the green glue, the Tombow glue, is probably strong enough as well. Okay. I want to make sure I get it on there the right way so that my piece. All right, I see one spot where I should have put another star. I should have put one right there, but that's okay. It's okay. All right, so now we have to decorate. That'll be the easy part. So by the end of this, you're going to have a masculine gift card holder that'll be ready to go for whatever birthday or other occasion. Okay, so I'm going to stamp Celebrate in Mossy Meadow ink right across the center of the die cut. Okay, there we go. My Mossy Meadow ink's a little bit not as gushy as it should be. Now, I want to decorate that just a little bit as well. So let's get my Misty Moonlight pad and put some stars on here. Now, I used the solid stars on the background, so I'm going to use the cutout star, just the outline around the edges. Just random. I think we're good. There we go. All right, now close my ink pads. The bundle also has a star die cut that matches our stamp. It's not the same size, but it coordinates nicely. So I've cut several Misty Moonlight and several Mossy Meadow. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put a couple on there. I'm going to use a couple of the colors, mix and match. But I'm going to have to, since I'm going to go off of the panel, I'm going to need to put a dimensional on one side. Two small ones. Small ones will be, mini ones will be better for this because their star's pretty small. Oop, I just pulled the backing off my dimensional and it's stuck. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead. think about where I want to put this. I'm going to put this one up in the top. And then, there we go. Go with a blue one. I'm going to go with 2 blues, I think. Do one up in the corner, or the other side. Sometimes it's hard to decide where to put the rule of 3s, where to put those. Sometimes it's hard for me. But you all will be happy to know I'm making 2 cards tonight with not even 1 bow in the whole place. Let's go on the end. On there. And I'm going to go ahead and put dimensionals on my backing so that, that one didn't stick. I'll have to put that on in a second. I'm going to go ahead and put dimensionals on the back so we can go ahead and place this, then we can place our stars. Blah, blah. All right, if you're watching, did you do anything fun this weekend? Did you do any fall activities? Was there anything going on that you did that was exciting? Yesterday, one of the ladies at my event was working on cards as gifts for her friends. She's making 5 different cards, and she has 16 people. So her goal was to make 80 cards yesterday. She did not get all of those done, but she was well on her way. It was very exciting. So that might be a goal of mine, to get to that point, to make cards for my friends. Sounds like a good Saturday project, right? Or maybe a Monday project. I'm not sure I'm going to do any real work tomorrow. All right, let me put the glue over here on the star points. Okay, let's go maybe on the end. I'm going to cover up that star a little bit. All right, now my third one. Should I do green or blue? What do you think? Green. I'm going to put this one kind of under. Oop. Or maybe I should have done all 3 of the same color. What do you think? I think maybe I should have done all blue. You might not be able to tell the colors as well. You know what? It's not too late. We're going to just change these over to blue stars. All right. Luckily, I die cut enough that I can use whatever color I want. All right. Don't you love when Lori makes decision changes right in the middle of the project? All right, but I got to cover up that guy because that's where I took that guy off. And then let's put some glue on this piece. My watch just buzzed and told me I had an easy day today. Let me see if I can fit this. Okay. All right, so we have our Misty Moonlight stars. We have our stars on the back, and we have our gift card holder. And I'll show you the difference. I broke it. What did I break? Did I break the star? Well, Pam, what did I break? Who knows? I probably broke a lot of things. The internet. I'm probably going to break the internet before the day's over. Okay, so I have my stars. So this one is the plain background. There's nothing on the background there. This could easily be an embossed panel. You could use Designer Series paper back here. We could use that stripe back here, or we could have used a coordinating one. This one I just did plain. I didn't break him, I just moved him. I stuck him underneath. Maybe, should I put him on the top? You think that would be better? You think I should put him on the top? I just took him off. I didn't break him. All right, and then this one, I did the solid stars around with the outline stars on the middle. So it just adds a little bit of extra. And then our gift card holder opens just like that. All right, thank you so much for joining me so late on a Sunday. It's not my usual time, but I appreciate that you all are here and that you took your time to watch. Tomorrow we'll be back to regular 2 o'clock, Monday 2 o'clock, and now we're all caught up. It's day 20. So have a great rest of your night, and I hope to see you later this week. Have a good rest of the night and a week. See ya.